6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's what the cameras can't find him, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find him, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Sanders. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop it.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the deep.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On second down, Griffin. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And on second and make a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with first and goal.
Can't find anyone open. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a second down throw for Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away. Now that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Winston. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 62 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This will be caught at the 2. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd down, Winston. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Winston, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Martin, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So we come upon halftime with a visiting Broncos. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The third quarter starts with a run by Martin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. .12 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans.
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They run again on first down, Martin. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tom Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll run for it with Martin. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Winston on 3rd, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Holding offense.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. On first down, Griffin looking deep for Demarius. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Denver. 57 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jordan Norwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical, spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll look to set up his blockers. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield now, here's Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now it's Griffin. He's got time. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Winston now to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Michael Johnson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Still second down.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Jameis now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Get high, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do it. Right there. 54. Right
third down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. After the interception, here's Griffin. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Oh, he knocks him over. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Demaryius Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On second down, Winston again. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In the backfield is Anderson. He'll get it running right. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Winston. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, it stays up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Ware in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Third and long for Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, Griffin's going to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And the pressure gets there and Winston goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught. Humphries. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. Fresh set of downs here. One last shot now for Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time been ticking, I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit cause some